Welcome back to the 2025 Canada Summer Games from Paradise, Newfoundland and Labrador. For our 11th and 12th place seeding matchup, we have Team Northwest Territories and Team Yukon ready to face off here head to head. Northwest Territories will start us off with the serve on a nice one there from Matheson. Back again, we come a diving effort, but Yukon will get the first point on a great play by Jennifer Tutton.
Yeah, and a wonderful start, and provincial territorial pride certainly on the line. There'll be no medals given out, but both teams putting in the work to prepare for these games certainly want to finish as high as possible. So a big game for both these teams.
You said it, Robbie, as Yukon still with the ball, up 2-0 here early on in our first set. Tutton will serve, of course. Cool thing about this Yukon squad is that Jennifer Tutton and Lily Kremer were both flag bearers in our opening ceremony, and now competing out here together in beach volleyball. Northwest Territories on the board. Nice diving effort there, able to get that one back over by Tutton. As this one will drag outside, and it will be a point for the Northwest, or for Yukon, excuse me, as Northwest Territories put it out of bounds. Now Kremer on the serve. Nice serve there as an ace for Kremer. Very strong start for Team Yukon.
Yeah, certainly an outstanding effort from Yukon, jumping out to that 4-1 lead, and we saw thus far throughout the day how important those early leads can be in terms of momentum. Every point so important here in beach volleyball.
No doubt about that. In our first set still, 6 points in. Yukon looking to go up 6-1. That one doesn't work out. We'll swap sides. Of course, with the wind here, Robbie, you have to swap sides. A heavy gust now for Team Yukon, as that wind coming from behind them, and it will be coming into the face of Northwest Territories.
The Northwest Territories with a big serve coming up as they want to get closer. Down 4-1, excuse me, 5-2 at the moment. Northwest Territories trying to put it back over. They do, and a great effort from Yukon, and and Tutton not able to get to it.
Yeah, good effort is right from Jennifer Tutton. That one just dropping out of bounds. Now the Northwest Territories and Tamara Matheson with a nice serve in.
A great serve right back, and not able to handle it was Jennifer Tutton. So a big point, 5-3 now. Northwest Territories doing a great job of narrowing that gap. That one, great serve, trying to play it back as Northwest Territories not able to get to it. And a big point for Yukon trying to get back out front, 6-4, there they are with the point on the board and serving.
That was really nice there by Kremer. Just the two-finger poke up and over the net. Nice point there.
Jen Tooten with a great serve from Yukon as well. You saw the effect the wind is having on these. Certainly an extra layer of challenge for these athletes here on a breezy day like this.
Yeah, now Tutton an opportunity to come back here again with another great serve.
One popped over the net. Good effort to get there from Yukon and Lily Kremer, but won't be able to do it in time. So another point on the board for the Northwest Territories, trailing by 2 and serving.
Yeah, Carroll with the serve here for Team NT.
Nice play, trying to get to it, and a big effort from Carroll, not in time. So Yukon back out by 3 in this opening set. Reminder, best of 3 sets, first 2 going to that number of 21. If needed, third set will go to 15. So important to manage that scoreboard, and a big spike down to the back corner for Matheson. And big in terms of momentum as well.
Yeah, as we have Yukon now up 8-6, but Northwest Territories not going away here, down by 2. On the serve will be Tamara Matheson.
Matheson with a great serve. Kremer able to pick it up. At the line, trying to put it down off some fingers, and another point for Yukon.
And our gentlemen will be back in action with Team Yukon.
Strong stuff here early on from the 2 flag bearers for Team Yukon, looking to keep it up.
Great serve from Yukon. Able to put that in play. Northwest Territories trying to return it at the net. That one flops down as play continues at the net. Not able to put it over was Northwest Territories. So Yukon now in double digits, heading to the midway point of this first set. Great performance thus far from both teams. Dutton with a great serve. Put in play, that one's gonna miss long, and another point for Yukon. Now increasing their lead to 5. Luke, we've seen so many times today earlier on, the ability to set the tone and gain some traction earlier on, build a lead, has been so important in the long run in finishing out these sets.
Definitely has. That one just catching the line too on a nice shot there from Matheson as Carroll will grab it. Head back to serve here for Team Northwest Territories, but no, Robbie, you're right, a great point there.
And can't handle that serve once again is Tamara Matheson from Yukon. So here we go. Northwest Territories getting down by 5, but doing a good job at making the effort to claw back.
Yeah, you're right about that. Kremer just getting handcuffed there. Not able to get a good handle on that one, and now another point for Carroll and Matheson and Team Northwest Territories.
You feel that wind not only picking up, Luke, but changing directions as well. We'll see what kind of effect that has in the field of play for these athletes. Great job of returning it by Yukon. At the net now is Northwest Territories putting it down just in time inside the line, so a big point for them, now within 1.
And we will have another side swap here. And off for a timeout as our volunteers come out to clean up court. Doing a great job all week in that department. 11-10 the score for Yukon. Here's a good look at Team Yukon. Jennifer Tutton, Lily Kremer. And let's take a look what they've been up to here so far in this one. That's a great look right there at the early spike in, and then the serve just out of the reach there again. Now on the return, trying to answer back. That one poked up by Kremer, nicely landing it, not allowing Carroll to get a good play on that one at all, as that was out of her reach. Still made the effort to swing over, but just couldn't connect as Team Yukon working together here, and that is why they are up by 1 right now. Both teams battling here, trying to win this one. Got to take it 1 set at a time.
1 set at a time is right. Every point so important. Northwest Territories trying to tie this up. Great set start by Tooten. Able to put it over in play. Yukon with the big return. At the net, putting that down and lands it in time and tied up officially at 11 midway through this first set. A great effort from Northwest Territories to tie this up, down by 5 at one point. So a great run offensively.
That one just not working out there for Carroll. Now the Yukon Territories back up by 1, and a good opportunity here for Kremer to take control and get a good run going here for Yukon.
Trying to handle that is Northwest Territories. Yukon trying to send it back, they do. Back court and scrambling is Northwest Territories. Great ball placement from Yukon, able to pick up the point.
That was really smart there by Tutton to get it over in 2, because Kremer had to dive for it, so she wasn't up and ready for the set in time to spike it over. And Team Yukon able to grab that point, and a nice serve there by Kremer. She'll pick the line and get that one to stay in.
Certainly will. Great precision. 14-11. Kremer, a nice serve, and not able to handle that as Northwest Territories with a big effort though from Carroll, trying to get underneath it on time. Not able to return it, but a great serve and way to set the tone from Yukon.
What an effort there by the Northwest Territories. 2 diving plays and just couldn't get it over. That was a great effort though, you're right.
Certainly was. At the net, Northwest Territories trying to pick their spot. Good effort right back to come back defensively, but Yukon now back out by 5. So they led by 5. Northwest Territories able to claw back and tie it up. And then another 5-point run from Yukon. So certainly an impressive display thus far early on in this first set.
Very impressive by both teams. working back and forth, working together, doing a great job communicating out there. And it shows as Northwest Territories down right now by 5, but they got off to a great start as they look to claw their way back into this one. Let's take a look at some of the action from the team in blue. Nice shot over, just handcuffing Tutton on that one, and then again, Tutton not able to get a good hold of that one. Diving was Kremer, couldn't get it up into the air. Team Northwest Territories really smart at where they place their shots, and it's been paying off for them today through the first half of our first set.
Outstanding effort, so 16-11. Coming back, Yukon, midway through this first set, a 5-point lead. Northwest Territories, we've seen them before, able to go on an offensive run and put up 5 in a row. They'll look to do that again. Great play at the net from Northwest Territories. Yukon scrambling, trying to get it back, and they do.
Very strong job, able to get that one back over, especially battling with the wind. That ball was hit up so high there.
Trying to let it go long, and it won't. A big point for the Northwest Territories, 16-12.
Cutting the lead down to 4. These two teams going to swap sides again, so Northwest Territories now getting to work with the wind opposed to against it.
Outstanding effort. Northwest Territories. Serving at the back. Goes cross in the back right corner. Puts it up.
Oh, great
Get
effort.
it over,
Look at
and
this.
what a play at the net, and back it comes. Great second effort. Still alive. Is Yukon able to return it, and what a point over the head, my goodness. Talk about a highlight reel rally from both these teams. In the end, it's Yukon coming out with a point.
Well, that was special, Robbie, for sure. And a great rally ends up in the favor of Team Yukon.
Not able to put it over, and a strong gust of wind coming at them on that serve.
As I think a bit of a malfunction here in the scoreboard, reading 12 to 18 instead of 17 to 13. We'll take a look here.
A bit of confusion here with the scoring. Adjustment made, so 18-12.
18-11, they dropped it down 1 more point. So looks like, yeah, Yukon will be up by 7 now. As still a bit of confusion.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think we're quite done yet.
Yeah, I thought that it was 17 for Yukon.
The official heading back over, trying to get some clarification.
17-13, I believe, and then the latest point. So I believe it's 18-13. We'll take a second here, make sure that this is right.
Stepping back to serve, Yukon up 5-3 in the second.
Now the official coming over, having a chat with the referee at the net. We'll get official word momentarily.
So we'll get this sorted out. These two teams battling again over opposing the end of our first set. We are in the second half of it here. Working back and forth.
So 17-12. The official score. A serve from Northwest Territories, losing her footing was Lily Kramer of Yukon, not able to get there for the return.
So up by 4 is Yukon. Northwest Territories looking to make a late charge here in this one.
Here's a great play at the net. One going to Northwest Territories, now back within 3, so 17-14.
Yeah, that's such a tough play for Tutton too. You think that it's going over and then you forget about the wind just coming right in and blowing it back at you.
Great back and forth action in this matchup between these two neighbors, Northwest Territories and Yukon, so 17-15. Northwest Territories really doing a great job of hanging in there, creating opportunities and capitalizing, putting some points on the board in a hurry.
Definitely so. 17-15 the score for Yukon, but this has been competitive. Some great rallies all throughout this one. As let's take a look at this. This was a spectacular rally. This was back and forth action. Nice keep there by Tutton. Kremer knocks it back. Tutton's able to get it over. And then the Northwest Territories setting it up again. Yukon trying to answer, but it stays in. And then this one as well was spectacular. Here you can see Tutton with it, popping that one over, bringing it back again, a diving effort, and then again a diving effort. The play all around the net, backing it up. Kremer outside of the court, able to knock it in. Back goes Tutton. That one was special there.
Certainly was. Great effort put forth on both sides. It's going to be a race to the finish. A reminder, the number both teams trying to reach, 21 to take the set here in this opener. That's going to go long, so a big point for Yukon. They go back up by 3, and they're up to 18.
And a good eye there by Kremer as well. She actually physically had to get out of the way of that one to let it go out of bounds.
You see the wind really a factor on those serves coming in that direction. At the net, Northwest Territories. Great job keeping it alive as Yukon able to return it.
Oh, wow.
Right at final touch, pick their spot, no mistake. So 18-16. These two teams really looking to finish strong here at the Canada Summer Games in beautiful St. John's.
A placement for 11th and 12th, but these two teams rivals throughout, so always a competitive matchup whenever these two teams meet. What an effort there to grab that one back. We come with Yukon.
And a great spot to find, no mistake. Jennifer Tooten able to find the back line, keeps it in, now within 2.
As the Yukon Territories up by 3 right now. Tutton and Kremer doing a good job, 2 points away. Taking this one in set 1.
The big serve, that one running long, so another point in the board for the Northwest Territories.
And another good eye there. This time by Team Northwest Territories. That serve was right down the middle, but couldn't work out.
Not able to handle that was Yukon, so once again, Northwest Territories building momentum.
That was a really nice serve there, Robbie. That was fantastic. Exactly what you need.
Here's a big serve once again. That one trying to go cross court. Play at the net. Trying to put it down was Matheson. Yukon able to respond. Sends it back over. At the net once again. Great touch from Yukon. That one not able to get the height she looked for. At the net was Emily Carroll. So set point coming up for Yukon. They'll serve with the win.
Tutton a good opportunity to get this set 1 win here.
Great job to put it in play and handled well by Northwest Territories, putting it over. Not going to fall inside the line, so that'll do it for the first set. And what a boost of confidence for Yukon as they'll take the first one, 21-18, very much back and forth throughout the whole set loop.
It was competitive for sure. Great job by both of these teams, and I can't wait for set 2 coming up after the break from the 2025 Canada Summer Games in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador.
We've heard it said, nobody comes here for the weather. And yet, every spring, here they are.
back to our continuing coverage of the 2025 Canada Summer Games here in beautiful Newfoundland and Labrador. This time we're in Paradise, the host venue for beach volleyball just outside the capital city of St. John's. And what action we've experienced thus far, Luke. Yukon taking the first set, but Northwest Territories out to a great start in set number 2, leading 2-0 and serving.
Yeah, really strong start here for Team Northwest Territories. And how about an ace for Matheson as she lets that one fall right into the back. So an opportunity here to continue to build this lead. Will Yukon answer back? Will they get back in it? Time will tell.
Certainly is. And Tamara Matheson hits the line again. Perfect precision on a big serve. She's been sharp with that serve thus far early on in the second set.
That was excellent. And an opportunity to go again here.
Here we go. Great job by Yukon. Looking to let that fall in. Not gonna get it to drop where they wanted to. So another big point for Northwest Territories. 5-0 they lead.
Yeah, this is just a great start for Team Northwest Territories. Matheson, Carroll doing a great job here. That one landing in again. 6-0 and Yukon will call their timeout.
You got to talk about the great coaching on the bench. Northwest Territories taking a heartbreaking loss in that first set. They were able to gather, regroup as a unit, certainly get focused back in, and they came out just firing so far in set number 2.
And we've seen this so many times today where a team will win the first set and then the opposition comes out firing in set 2. The winners from set 1 a little bit slow, a little bit confident, and now an opportunity here for Yukon to come out of this timeout ready to go. As let's take a look so far at this second set where it has all been blue. Northwest Territories doing a great job, especially off the serves. Really strong here from Matheson, who's warmed up in the serving department for sure. Yukon just scrambling a little bit, not able to get a point on the board just yet here in set number 2.
Outstanding effort. 6-0. Northwest Territories leading in this second set, but it was Yukon taking the first one. They have a 1-0 lead in the match. Lots of great action. So here we go. A big serve from Northwest Territories. Handled well by Yukon. They're looking to rebound from those 6 unanswered points to kick this set off. At the net. Great opportunity. That one goes long, so Yukon on the board here in this second set early on.
Yeah, that's exactly what they needed to, Robbie. You can't go down 7-0 right off the rip here in set number 2. So good job to get on the board. Now the wind in their back as well here. Serving will be Kremer.
Nice serve by Yukon. Trying to get to the net in a hurry, both teams. Return. At the net once again, Northwest Territories. Trying to put it over, keep it in play. Great defensive effort on the part of Emily Carroll to make the dive, won't set it back over. And another big point on the board for Yukon.
Definitely so. Starting to rally here. Kremer strong on the serves and an opportunity for her to go again. Keep this momentum in the favor of Yukon here on the way back.
Great start off the timeout from Yukon and a great defensive play from Tooten. At the net, gonna put it down, that's gonna go long, and great patience from Yukon, now within 3.
This is exactly why Yukon called the timeout. Able to get their thoughts together, come out with a game plan. Game plan working strong right now, and it's handcuffing off the serves, hitting it so close to the body, making it hard for whoever receives the serves here for the Northwest Territories to do a good job at setting it up.
Great point, so here we go once again at the line, Team Yukon. Not gonna get it as high as she would have liked is Lily Kremer. So Northwest Territories picks up a point, gets the serve back into the wind. Trying to go cross court, that one not high enough and into the net, so a big point for Yukon right back. They trail by 2.
Yeah, great job here, Yukon. 2 points back now, 7-5 the score.
And a great point from Northwest Territories. Going back out front by 3. Outstanding effort.
Really strong job there by Team NT, working together after a late charge there from Yukon, able to get back up, get back into the groove of things. You're serving the ball again, and it's great for Matheson because she has been a fantastic server here thus far, just continually putting them in the right spot, gaining a lot of points out of them as well. Great serving here from Tamara Matheson.
Not able to find the line, so 9-5, Northwest Territories out front in this second set. Serve coming from Northwest Territories. Win it there back. Nice serve and great job by Yukon to keep it in play. That back over. Trying to keep it at the net is Northwest Territories, putting it over, and great work from Yukon to send it right back, trying to find the sweet spot. Good effort defensively. Northwest Territories doing a great job of keeping this going at the net, trying to put it down, picks her spot, and no mistake from Jennifer Tooten of Yukon, and a big point.
That was really special. What a nice shot there by Tooten, just able to knock that one over the net, settle it down in the back corner.
Back within 3. Yukon with the serve, that one gonna go wide, so another point for Northwest Territories. They lead 10-6.
Team NT just not letting Yukon get close right now.
Possible match point on court
Great action throughout the day.
scores 20-19.
Saw 2 great semifinal battles earlier on. 9th place game as well. This one trying to battle for 11th. Great return from Yukon at the net. That one gonna hit the spot and a big point. Once again for Northwest Territories, again back out in front by 5 and looking to continue the momentum.
Emily Carroll serving on court 1.
At the net, Yukon can't get there on time, and once again it's 12-6 for Northwest Territories, and a great response after losing that first set from the Northwest Territories, coming back and looking strong midway through this second set.
Team NT now looking to continue to turn it up here.
Emily Carroll with a nice serve. Yukon trying to set it at the net, dropping it over, and that's gonna drop. And a great play from Yukon and Jennifer Tooten trying to build some momentum.
Now only down by 5 here. A chance for a strong serve, and it is a strong serve.
Nice work from Northwest Territories. At the net. Great point, much needed point.
Much needed is right. 4 points back is Yukon of the Northwest Territories.
These teams very evenly strengthened. There's a great serve. Wind certainly having an effect on that. It's a bit of a sky ball put up high. At the net, and great shot at the net from Carroll. I think it was just too long. We're gonna have another look at it, I believe.
Yeah, we'll have a challenge on this one. From our vantage point, I didn't see the line move, but that one was really close. So we'll have to wait for the head official's result here as he takes the stand once more.
Certainly was. So it's gonna be Yukon.
Not overturned, so Yukon will keep the point. Now
12-9 within 3. Great mental toughness on display from Team Yukon. Was trailing by 6 moments ago, now just within 3. Here's another look at that big point.
Yeah, that one's so close. Let's see how it works out here. It's on the way back. It's going to be knocked over. Oh, a good call, I believe, from our officials here. And Yukon back within striking distance, down by 3. This one, Yukon with a late charge here, trying to tie things up midway through our second set. Try to win both sets back to back and avoid playing in the third.
Certainly an exciting seesaw battle, as we mentioned earlier. Back and forth, both teams showing the ability to put multiple points on the board unanswered. So it's going to be a showdown for the rest of this matchup.
These two teams look like they're ready to go.
Here we go. Great serve from Yukon. At the net for the Northwest Territories, they'll get it to go. And back up they go, 13-9.
Strong stuff there, able to just get that one up and over the net. Settle down nicely.
All right, Team Nova Scotia needed on court 2.
And a great serve once again by Tamara Matheson. She's been outstanding, Luke, throughout this whole game. Serving those up, really picking her spots and making Yukon guess of where it's going.
Some of the best serving that we've seen here throughout the whole tournament. And another one. She has been lights out.
Certainly has been 15-9. 6 away from taking this second set. Great action thus far. Here's Matheson again.
Now we're gonna get line repaired here on the court. Looks like we are all set, ready to go.
Matheson with the serve. Not able to get it high enough that time, so another point for Yukon in the double digits now, 15-10.
Yukon just trying to stay in this one now. Kremer on the serve, who has also been strong here in this one, serving the ball. Look at this, it's gonna be tough to handle. Nice job though by Matheson, and back over we come.
Great effort by Yukon to get there on time, keep the ball alive, and another dive from Carroll, keeping it going. Tootin. Great defensive plays by Yukon, not able to hang on to that. Out it goes, so 16-10. Northwest Territories is 5 points away from taking the second set.
They've come out so strong here, haven't they, after losing the first set? Good battle to try to take home this second one.
And a great play at the net from Northwest Territories, not going to be able to get it high enough. So 16-11. Yukon taking the first set. Northwest Territories able to take the pass, putting it open over, finding the spot, and a nice play by Matheson. Winds really picking up here at Paradise Park, the host venue for this beach volleyball.
Definitely is picking up here. It's not getting any warmer, Robbie, that's for sure.
Certainly not. Here's Matheson with the serve. See if that wind affects the play, and Yukon not able to hold on to that. Another big point for Northwest Territories, just 3 away from taking this second set and tying the match. Matheson has been outstanding thus far from the serving line. That not being able to get the distance she was looking for, and that will fall on the same side. So another big point for Yukon, just 2 away.
Yeah, and you got the girl that you want to serve the ball right now. Matheson's so strong back there.
Certainly right about that, Luke, as play continues. Hopping over, trying to get it back is Northwest Territories. A great touch from Carroll. Matheson at the net, looks for the block. Not in the right spot. Yukon able to put a point back on the board.
Down by 7. They got to go on quite a run here.
Certainly do.
Yukon should read 2.
Reminder, best of 3 sets. This one needs to go to a third. That only goes to 15, so a little different than sets 1 and 2. Set point coming up for Northwest Territories with the serve. Nice serve from Yukon. For Northwest Territories, I should say, and that will do it. And what a comeback, a great response from the Northwest Territories, dropping the first set, going down 1-0, but battling back in a timely manner. They tie this. We're going to third set. And a reminder, as I mentioned, this one only going to 15, so every point so important in these third and deciding sets. Hang with us. We're going to have that third set. On the other side of the break, it's the Canada Summer Games from beautiful St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador.
The United Brotherhood of Carpenters and Joiners Local 579 is proud to welcome the Canada Games to our home this summer. UBC Local 579, building great things in Newfoundland and Labrador.
Calling St. John's unique is like calling a humpback a goldfish. It's wildly different here.
Volleyball being played by both teams.
Welcome back to our continuing coverage of beach volleyball from the Canada Summer Games in the host city, beautiful St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. Today we're just outside the city in beautiful Paradise Park, the host venue for this wonderful sport. Luke, this matchup off to a great start. Yukon setting the tone, getting up 1-0 with the first set, but Northwest Territories bouncing back, showing great mental toughness, tying it up, and here we find ourselves in the third and deciding set.
Yeah, and Yukon with a nice start here, 1-0, as we are quickly back underway again. Yukon coming out firing here, Robbie.
Certainly are. Tip of the cap to the coaching staff from Yukon as they're able to come back with 2 points back-to-back, really sharp earlier on. I know they were certainly disappointed in giving up that second set, but they seem to be very sharp, so a good job by the coach to refocus. Great defensive effort once again from Yukon as Matheson trying to tip that back for the Northwest Territories at the net. Great second effort, and they're on the board here in set number 3.
Very solid there by Team Northwest Territories, able to get it back, and now on the serve for them, Emily Carroll.
Emily Carroll, wearing number 1. This team in blue in the back corner, a great play for Tooten. Able to find just inside the back line. Not able to get to it is the Northwest Territories, so 3-1, Yukon leads.
Fantastic job there, just trying to build on this lead now. Difficult one to handle for Northwest Territories.
You see the winds really affecting the ball flight. Dropping in the dirt. Right back. Yukon at the net, trying to add to the lead, and they won't. So 3-2, great job by Northwest Territories, just putting some pressure on Yukon.
Not letting them get too comfortable here.
Certainly not. Here we go with the serve. Tamara Matheson for the Northwest Territories. With the win, and great serve once again from Matheson. Yukon trying to keep that ball alive, not able to find the other side of the net. So tied up. Talk about a close matchup.
Yeah, not much the Team Yukon could do there because that was such a strong serve.
So here we go, Yukon. Trying to put that over, and a big spike by Tooten. Picks her spot, no mistake, 4-3.
Yeah, Totten just picking her spot now, an opportunity to serve it.
Fans certainly being given a great entertaining battle between these two teams. At the net, good response from Yukon. Matheson trying to set it up for Carroll. She'll put it down, and that one falling a little bit deep, but great play by Yukon to keep it going. That's going to stay inside the line. And a big play once again from Tooten.
5-3 now the score in favor of Yukon. See if they can keep it up here.
And a great serve once again. Outstanding effort from Yukon. And they take a 2-point lead. Every point so important, Luke, as we had mentioned, only going to 15 in this third set.
Yeah, this set so quick compared to the other one, 6 points, but it definitely makes a difference. As now we will swap sides here. It's every 5 points instead of 7 in our third set, we will swap sides.
Great play. Both these teams wanting to finish strong on the big stage here at the Canada Summer Games. Matheson at the net. Sending that down, but great response from Yukon to get there, and a great point once again as they extend their lead.
That was strong stuff, Robbie. Very, very strong stuff from Team Yukon as we get a timeout called.
Northwest Territories calling the timeout. Coaching staff want to have a little chat, trying to regroup. Coach did a great job in the previous set, coming out in between the first and second after they dropped that first one. They came out so focused.
Yeah, let's take a look here so far of this great third set. As Northwest Territories bumping one over, Yukon a quick answer back. Northwest Territories just look at that ball back and forth, side to side, before Yukon eventually getting that point. And then a great serve there by Yukon. Another great serve. This time Northwest Territories will gather it back, pop it over, but Yukon will answer back themselves. A nice little flip shot in there. Gotta love that. Yukon up right now, 8-3 in our third set.
Outstanding battle between these two geographical neighbors. So Jennifer Tooten with the serve, with the wind, strong gusts. That in play, well handled from Northwest Territories. At the line, a great response from Yukon, not able to get to it for the Northwest Territories, but an effort from Tamara Matheson. 9-3.
Yukon advancing their lead by 6. And Tooten on the serve.
What we've seen, Northwest Territories certainly capable of creating an offensive flurry, and that is a great example of Matheson at the line. Great athleticism to get up with a big spike and a big, much-needed point for the Northwest Territories.
Yeah, now only down by 5. Let's see what can happen here with Carroll on the serve.
Here we go. In play, well handled by Yukon. Trying to send it back over. And a great job by Yukon to stay patient, move the ball around. They'll take the point. Now in double digits, just 5 away. Yukon with the serve. Well handled by Matheson. Carroll sets it up at the net. Trying to find her spot. She does, is Matheson. And that's a big point.
Very big point there. That's the score that we have as we swap sides. Now going to be 10-5.
So a big serve, handled well by Yukon. Gonna send it back. Deep in the court, is it gonna land in? It does, and a big point. Yukon now at 11.
That was cutting it close, almost as close as it can be. But Yukon getting the point 4 away from winning this matchup.
Outstanding display of athleticism by all 4 of these players. Here in beach volleyball, that went into the net, and it's another point for the Northwest Territories. Tooten unable to handle it. Here's Emily Carroll with the serve for Northwest Territories. Great job. Moving in is Tooten, not able to get it high enough, so another point for Northwest Territories.
We talk about Matheson and how well she can serve the ball, which takes away from Carroll, but Carroll's been good on the serves as well today.
Certainly has been, especially in recent points. There's another example. Handled by Yukon, sends it back. Northwest Territories trying to tip it over. At the back. Put up, trying to find the dirt. This one sent back. It's going to be in a play, and a big point for Yukon. Just 3 away, they lead 12-7.
Continually trying to close in here is Tooten and Kramer. Kramer on the serve.
Nice serve from Yukon. That's sent back down, couldn't handle it, and once again, Matheson showing her power at the net. 12-8. Yukon leading. And we're going to switch things up. Heading to the other side. A great rule in beach volleyball, making sure that both teams have an equal playing field. Factors like the sun, the wind certainly add to this great sport. Matheson with a great serve once again, so another big point. 12-9.
Making it interesting, there's no doubt about that. 3 points away. Northwest Territories trying to get themselves all square here.
We are. Received by Yukon with a great serve from Matheson. Sends it back over. Matheson at the net. Looking for the setup. That one gonna land inside, and another big point for the Northwest Territories, now within 2.
This is some great stuff here. Northwest Territories really starting to find their stride. Matheson on the serve.
Great job indeed. That one sent back, trying to get there. Matheson with great speed, gonna fall on their side, not able to keep it going, but what an outstanding effort from Northwest Territories. That ball kind of teetering on the net.
That's one where you look at the wind. Where's the wind blowing? Right back at the Northwest Territories team.
Here we go, Matheson trying to set it up for Carroll and spikes it down, a big point. Only trailing by 2.
Very nice stuff there by Carroll. As you said it, keeping it close. Only 2 back now.
Carroll with another nice serve into the wind. Gonna send it back as Matheson. Put up and over. Great defense from Yukon. Move forward, Kremer. Able to handle it right back. Here's Matheson. Spikes it down, finds the spot. 13-12. This one coming right down to the finish. Outstanding effort on both teams' behalf. Certainly exciting matchup.
Yeah, Northwest Territories, no quit in them. On the charge back, they're down by 1.
So the serve. Northwest Territories. Yukon able to return it. That one gonna be long, and Yukon picks up a much needed point. And they'll see match point serving. Billy Kremer. Good ended here for Yukon. Great play, that one gonna be going long, and that will do it, and Yukon comes out on top in this seesaw battle. Back in 4th. What a point, what a play, but you gotta give a well-deserved pat on the back to the Northwest Territories, Luke. They got down, but they certainly didn't give up.
No quit at all. No quit at all from these 4 ladies, as the Northwest Territories just coming up short by 3 points. That was a great game of beach volleyball.
Certainly was, and we're gonna get another look at some of the action throughout this matchup. 3 sets it took to decide a winner.
Yeah, there's just so much action. Here's a look back at our 3rd set. Northwest Territories couldn't get a hold of that one. A great point there by Yukon, and then on the way back, Team NT throwing it up. Just some great ball placement throughout this match as well today, Robbie. I mean, take a look at where these balls end up. They aren't an easy spot to return for the other team. As that one just picking the back line, but some great action here today.
Certainly has been, and more coming up later on.
Thank you.
Nova Scotia will do battle with New Brunswick. Should be an exciting matchup from the 2 maritime provinces later on today. We're going to have extended coverage as well. Medal Games will be on tap. We're here all day for beach volleyball at beautiful Paradise. It's the Canada Summer Games 2025.